So this morning I woke up and I didn't have any thoughts in my head. It was the strangest freaking thing. I usually wake up with all these thoughts in my head. For like 2 years after that dude at BJ's tried to kill me, I would wake up pissed off that I woke up. And my first thought would be, what the fuck am I doing here? Why am I still here? And, it eventually changed, but, or thoughts about what I need to do for the day, or things that I did wrong the day before, or, oh man, I gotta go to the bathroom. That was a crazy dream. Some sort of thought, And this morning, there was no thoughts. Nothing. It was crazy. It was weird. It was kind of wonderful. But I kind of freaked out because I didn't have any thoughts in my head. So, but it felt so good that I kept trying to get it back, and it came back off and on a little bit for a while. But I kind of associated, or it reminds me of when I had amnesia. I had this really bad seizure when I woke up. My mom asked me if I knew what day it was. And at first, I didn't understand the question because I didn't understand words. And I just looked out the window next to my bed. And for a while, there was no separation between me and the window. I was like everything, but I was nothing. I don't know how to explain it. But then words started to come back, and I realized that my mother was separate from me, and she was asking me a question with words. And I began to understand what days of the week were. And I told her it was Tuesday. And then she asked me if I knew what my name was. And I knew that meant identity, a sense of self. And it was something that I should know, but I didn't know it. And I started to freak out, but she must have seen the look on my face, and she said, "Don't worry, it'll come back to you." And I just sort of fell back into that nothing space again, gazing out the window. And the feeling today, this morning, when I had no thoughts in my head, kind of reminds me of that. So it kind of freaks me out a little, like maybe there's something wrong with me. But I've had all these medical imaging and blood tests, and there's nothing wrong with my brain. So, or my heart. So I'm good. But, and I'm wondering if it has something to do with studying the Gnostic texts. I've recently started studying Gnosticism, and it's like, wow. It's all about awareness and consciousness. And sometimes they use that interchangeable, but I see it as two very different things. Awareness and consciousness. Because of the epilepsy, I had to be aware of my states of consciousness. So I know that they're constantly changing. And anything that changes is part of reality and not permanent, because it's changing. And awareness doesn't really change. So, but to be aware that I had no thoughts was really crazy this morning. Wild. Peace out, man.